So this is the second video on dilution. So why do we dilute essential oils, and kind of some general guidelines of dilution percentages. If you are unsure of what dilution is, you want to see my first video, check out my first video where I make my juice and you'll see what I mean by dilution. So I want to talk about why do we dilute essential oils. Number one, it's for safety. By diluting essential oils in, remember, carrier oil, not water, by diluting essential oils and carrier oil, it reduces the risks of adverse skin reactions. Hi, Joy. And this could be just like reactions that you might get for having an essential oil that's too concentrated, too high of a dilution percentage. It can also reduce the risks of developing sensitization. So sensitization is when your body, your immune system basically kind of triggers and develops an allergic immune reaction. So this can happen a lot when people use essential oils neat on a regular basis. They'll use essential oils neat and they're like, I'm fine. Like, I've been doing this for a while. I don't have any, issues. But there can come to a time where your body's basically like, enough's enough. And it starts to become sensitized to the essential oil. You'll start getting rashes. And sometimes the rashes will end up not being where you actually applied the essential oil. So that's something to look out for as well. Like sometimes you'll be like, oh, why do I have this rash? I haven't put essential oils there. But if you're using essential oils like constantly neat or in ways that kind of, raise the risks of getting adverse skin reactions, then that could be that. So basically, like I said, we dilute for safety reasons, just because we love essential oils and we don't really want to have reactions. We don't want to eventually become sensitized to the point where we can't use essential oils anymore, because that can happen where someone will become sensitized to a certain essential oil and they can't really use it anymore, even if it is diluted. So it's like, they can't go back. So I'm like, why not just be preventative and dilute the essential oils? Because once you realize the power of essential oils, you don't want to lose that ability to use them, right? Also, the second reason is that it just goes further. If you're using a carrier oil, you can cover larger places, like a larger area on your body. And also, you don't always need to use one essential oil drop at a time. Sometimes it's less. Like, for example, when I have my roller balls, I'm not necessarily using a whole drop every time. I might be, I might not be. And then also, third reason, the carrier oil actually stops the essential oil from evaporating. So your essential oil would be evaporating, then you'd be absorbing less. But then by putting, a carrier oil and then putting some essential oils, it actually keeps that oil in there, in that carrier oil, and it helps absorb it more into your skin, into your body. So you get all those benefits. So just to recap, sorry, this is a really short video, but the reason why we dilute is one, safety reasons. It really reduces the risk of having adverse skin reactions. Not everyone will have it, but why not? For me, I prefer to dilute just to stay on the safe side. And then two, it goes further. Again, saves me money as well. And then three is the carrier oil really stops the essential oils from evaporating. So you can have that nicely absorbed in your skin and have all those benefits. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys just some general guidelines. Because some people will say, well, how much do I dilute? Like, I'm hearing this and that, and I don't know what to do. There are different guidelines that will vary, but I think it's important to ask yourself, like, who's giving you those guidelines? Is it because they're trying to sell more oils? Is it because they, are they trained? Are they not? And I'm not trying to slam anyone, because I know there's people who have a lot higher concentrations, and it's not that they're uneducated or, that they want to sell anything, but just put your critical thinking cap on and ask yourself who you're getting your information from, anything related to essential oils, and I guess what do they benefit from telling you. And you guys don't know, I'm with doTERRA, so maybe I'm trying to sell you something, but it doesn't mean I'm going to give you false information. But I think it's always a good idea to think critically in every aspect of our life. So general dilution guidelines. You can check out my reel, my rollerball reel. It says 5 ml roller balls, 10 ml roller balls. It's a reel, but the cover is like pink and black and white. But I'm going to give it to you right now. Generally speaking, I will use a 1% on my face for nervous conditions, long-term usage, with pregnancy and breastfeeding, and also for children that are ages 2 to 6. Again, using essential oils that are safe for that circumstance. If I'm pregnant, there's certain essential oils that I probably would avoid. Same with children. 2% dilution rate is ideal for bath and body products, long-term usage, occasional usage, and also it's kind of like a standard do-it-yourself kind of dilution rate. And then we're going to 3%. 3% is good for chronic localized conditions and relief. So if I feel like my shoulder has been giving me a hard time for a while, I'd probably use more of like a 3% if I'm going to be using it regularly. And yeah, just for that relief. 5% I usually use more for acute issues, so issues that are kind of like less long term. So that's usually, I'd use that for like a 2 weeks maximum length, generally speaking. And I'm talking about different dilution rates of essential oils. Good question. And then 10% would be more for short-term usage with great care, as you kind of saw in my last video. I showed it and I was like, oh my gosh, should I be sharing with you guys? I'm using 10% my marjoram, sweet marjoram, because when I get certain muscle issues going on, I need like bring out the big guns kind of thing. So I'm hoping this is helpful. If you guys missed some things, feel free to check out the replay. I'll be saving it. And next video, I'll go a little bit more into dilution. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and bye-bye.